How you doing, YouTube? Matt Massive Beer Reviews. Back with a little bit of Phantom Brewing. Phantom, not Phantom, Phantom Brewing. And this is their Mr. Brownstone English Brown Ale. This comes courtesy of my boy Steven. He sent off a bunch of beers from these guys. It's kind of his buddy's brewery. And he sent out beers previously. And the beers were, all of them were sours, kind of like kettle sours. And the first beer I pulled out of the box that he sent off to me, which is quite the box, you can go back and watch it on the channel, it's worth a watch, was a sour kind of IPA. I'm like, okay, I guess we're just doing sour stuff from this brewery, but no, I got a big adjunct imperial stout, I got a little bit of brown ale, I even got a regular hazy. So diving into brown ale first because it's my party and I will brown ale if I want to. So that's how it works. So yeah, I mean, you're talking about itty bitty brown ale. There's nothing to hide behind here. Carbonation on this, minus my pour, is a little bit poopy, so it's a little bit overcarbonated. So that's the first thing out of the chute. These guys are, where are they? It's a 5% brown ale. PhantomBrewing.com. I don't see an address for the brewery on here, so I'll take that for what it's worth, which is kind of poopy. Yeah, so give it a little bit more of a pour and then let it go. So here we go. Label-wise, it looks like it was colored in crayon, which I can kind of get behind, but there's something about it. I'm just not a fan of the label. Let's put it that way. It is what it is. But as long as the beer is good, that's all that matters. Now, what do we have here? It's a brown ale. I mean, that head is gigantic. Carbonation is definitely hyper aggressive on this. It's starting to crumble on top of itself, but with how big that carbonation is, it's having a hard time doing it. And it looks like a nice, soft, turbid, hazy kind of brown ale. What I like when it comes to brown ale, at least coloration-wise. Let's see what the nose has. Spill everywhere. I mean, soft maltiness, maybe? You know what I mean? Like, not maybe, that's definitely what's there. Soft maltiness. Done and done. Really not much. I'm getting shit everywhere, man. I'm the worst. Yeah, a little bit of nutty characteristics, a little bit of hazelnutty vibes to it, a little bit of malty vibes, but really pretty nondescript. Talk about a 5% brown ale. It's not going to be like a 2x4 to the face anyway, unless you're Swartz. Anyway, let's just dive in. Cheers. Okay. There's really not much there. Very thin, very minimal as far as flavor profile goes. I get a little pop of a tannic tea-like kind of bittering on it. I get a little bit of maltiness. Done and done. Mouthfeel's not horrible, but it's not great either. A little bit of carbonic acid, maybe. When I say a little bit across the board, everything here is very, very minimal. I would hope if I were to do this blind, I would say two things. Or I would guess it would be two things. And I'd hope I'd come in around this. I would say this is like a 2% brown ale, because that's how it drinks. It really doesn't have much as far as any kind of vibrance or impact going on, but you know it's a beer. So you're kind of like, okay, like a 2, maybe 2.5% kind of brown ale, or non-alcoholic brown ale. That's kind of how it comes off for me. A little bit of nutty malt, that little bit of tannic bittering. Mouth feels a little bit thin. Done. This kind of misses the mark for me when it comes to a brown ale. Sorry, buddy. I know it's your boy's brewery, but just not my kind of brown ale, and I love brown ales. I was just super excited to dive into this. This one just kind of missed the mark, but I have other beers to kind of make up here. You know, I had that imperial stout with the adjuncts in it. I have a little bit of haziness. I have that little bit of sour going on. So we'll see how the other ones show and prove. But as far as this one goes, just kind of misses the mark across the board when it comes to a brown ale. Is this one of the better brown ales we've had? As of late, no. Value and availability, no idea. If Steven wants to chime in, that would be great, and leave you with if you like you like this. If you want your brown ales to be very, very minimally impactful and drink very, very small, then you'll like this. So there we go. reviewing the books. Hopefully, you guys enjoyed it down there. If you want to talk about it, Massive Beers. If you want to check me out doing the social media stuff, Beer Massive. If you want to check me out doing the whole podcasting thing, and hopefully, you guys enjoyed the review. Hopefully, enjoying a little bit of brownout right now. Hope we'll see you next time. Cheers.